Ailsa Sinclair. Was born on the 12th of November 1930. I was a twin. I had a twin brother who didn't survive. I always felt some part of me wasn't here. I was the fourth child of the family. I had two brothers, Jack, Keith, and one sister, Valerie. I lived at home with my parents until I was 3. My mother had it was quite a serious operation in those days, I guess, but it all went wrong anyway. It was she passed away because of the result of it when I was 3. My aunt, who lived in Sydney, offered to have us come and live with her. My dad used to come down every year. He went to the show. It was a highlight for him to do that, and we always went to the show. Christmas holidays, we always went home and had 6 weeks back here in Bellendale. And I came back in 1949, but then there was a problem where I would go to school. So started off with the Narrabri subsidised school, which was in a shearer's hut. There was only about probably 12 at the most ever at the school. My aunt, who lived at Kamanning, offered to have me stay with her, so I went to school there for a couple of years. My schooling finished when I was about 13 and a half. Looked after my dad and helped on the farm, did all the usual things that farm kids do. When I was at school in Kamanning was the first time I met my husband Peter. And when I was 22, in 1952, we were married and our 5 children came along fairly quickly after that. Graham, as you know, was the eldest, and then Brian, and then Lynn, and Diane, and lastly was Darren. So life was pretty difficult for a while, but eventually we were able to buy the farm, and of course it was a battle to get the farm paid for and rear 5 children at the same time. And we moved to town to live in 2004. In all those years I was involved in a lot of things in the Show Society and everything else that we were involved in. And Spastic Centre, because his brother had cerebral palsy and he was left to us when his parents died. A bit difficult in those days because he wasn't able to do a lot, and then he would say, you know, there must be something I could do. Couldn't speak very well, but I could understand him. Must be something I could do. Eventually wrote to the Spastic Centre and asked was there anything could be done for him. He was very, very intelligent. Then he went out and got him in at the Spastic Centre in Allamby Heights, and he had several years there, and he advanced that they set up an office, and he was the first one to set up in the office and do all the wages and all the business part of it for the Spastic Centre. It was quite a huge, big area. It was one of my great achievements, I think, because if I hadn't done that and got him in, he would never have achieved anything in his life. Show Society days are over, but I still do through CWA. I'm a cooking judge. My husband was in Rotary for many years and very involved, and his wish was to get a Probus Club, which is meant for retired Rotarians. Hospital Auxiliary, the Royal Museum and View Club. You know, it's good to be doing something to help your community. Well, I think the youth of today should take every advantage of everything that comes their way to improve their way of life. It really breaks my heart to see some of them around here that just don't try and have no ambition. And there's your opportunity in life. Look where you can go. When you can be a quiet little country person, but there's a big world out there, and you can get out there and be part of it. People you see that visit here or make the first comment with, you know, all the towns they go through, they're very impressed when they get to Temora, and so they should, because we worked hard to put it where it is today.